Hello guys, welcome to Oppie Guy, and in this video we're going to be attempting to build a Mark 39 Iron Man suit only on a Bambu Lab P1P. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing that you'll notice is that if you guys have watched me for a while, you'd notice that all of my content has been privated, because I wanted to do a restart. I wasn't happy with what I was doing, so I wanted to restart and start doing 3D printing. And who knew that 3D printing is expensive? I mean, that's 15 rolls of PLA plus. And that's almost $200. This itself is about $280. Everything else here is about, it gets it to about $340. 3D printing is expensive, especially if you're doing props. The painting isn't even on here. Okay, paint is gonna be a lot too, but at least it's not resin printing. That is very, very much more expensive. Now, currently, I don't have a P1P. I have no printer. I used to have a printer, but the motherboard died. So, and I just fixed it so many times, and I just thought, if I have to keep fixing it, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And the motherboard died. So I just decided to get rid of it. So, it was an Ender 3. Glad I got it, because it taught me how 3D printers work and how to use them. So, Ender 3, great starter printer. Don't recommend getting if you would just like to actually 3D print, not spend more time fixing the printer instead of printing. But now the Mark 39. I'll put a picture up here somewhere. This is the helmet. It's a helmet. This helmet was designed for space, so it's not designed to open. And I got these files on a DO3D, and they're free. So that's fun. But so yeah, if you ever want to start printing Iron Man suits, great one to start with. It looks sick. It's just, actually, it might not be the best for your first print Iron Man suit, because of all the hexagons on it. So, it might be a tad difficult with those, because you're going to have to sand them, and you're going to have to sand them, and it's also going to be quite difficult to probably get supports out of there if you have to put supports on them. So, yeah, it might not be the best, but if you can do it right, do what Frankie Built did, and manage to find a way to make it so that it goes, like, it doesn't print, or he didn't have to cut any of, like, the hexagons or all that. That's going to be quite difficult for a P1P, because it's not the biggest bed. It's only 256 cubed. So yeah, that's not very big, especially for printing terms. So it might be a tad difficult, but it is possible. I have managed to slice it up on the Bambu Labs slicer. I think I have the helmet, the faceplate, eyes in the back of it, or the eyes in the back plate for the helmet. And then I also think I have the shoes. I'm just gonna do what Frankie Built did and have it be like a shoe cover. And I think I also have a bit of the thighs done. it's been really difficult because it gets bigger and bigger as the more stuff you print. Eventually, I'm going to get to the torso, which is not going to be fun to slice because it's like all hexagons and all that. Not fun, but yeah, I'm going to have to do it either way. So, this is a part 1 series. This is all the stuff that I'm probably going to have to order. So like super glue, sandpaper, and then LEDs for the helmet. I would recommend about 15 rolls of PLA Plus. And then I'm just gonna do what Frankie Built did and use soundproof foam panels. And then I'm gonna use magnets. I have a few of them already. I don't have much though. Now I need printing tape or painting tape. That's all gonna be $341. This is expensive already. Oh, and oh god, thank gosh I don't have to motorize the helmet since I have no clue how I'm gonna do that. But so yeah, this is step-by-step series. Right now I'm just slicing everything, which is already quite a difficult task. I'm not excited to have to print it itself. Like I said, I don't have a P1P right now. I'm planning on getting one though, quite soon. So yeah, as soon as that gets here, we're gonna start printing immediately. And so yeah, on to the next thing. I look behind you and I see this cute dog. Stop being so cute. I love you. You just chill right there. You're so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched Frankie Built's video on his Mark 39 videos, watch him before you watch me. He's way better at this. I'm not. I suck at this. And so essentially, he didn't print that part right there. So that he can just be a shoe cover. And then he also cut that right there. So that you can just slip in a shoe. As long as it's white or black, it will look great. And those are the hexagons that would suck to print. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to print some supports on them. So I wanted to make it actually fit. Not fun. Wait, I have this scaled right? Yes, I do. I am amazing. And so yeah, not great. If you have this all the way, everything on here set to 100, that's not gonna fit. Nothing on here is gonna fit. Maybe a few small parts will, but nothing else. You need to scale it down to at least 85. Because this bed is small. And not a fun thing to print with. Maybe if you're just doing like fidget toys and just selling them on Etsy, this printer would be great, the P1P. But for props and stuff, don't recommend. It's really small. But it's also a speed demon. But so yeah, I want to see if I can actually do it on a P1P. Think I will be able to since someone actually made it work on Ender 3. That thing is very small. That thing is, I think, 20 millimeters smaller than the P1P. I'll put how much smaller it is right there. Yeah, that thing is small. And someone actually got it to work. So if he can get it on there, I can probably get it on here. On P1P. And I'm just, like I said on there, I'm just printing in a PLA. Because I live here in Utah, and it's not Arizona weather. Did I just say Arizona? I'm great today. So, yeah, I don't really need to do much coloring, unless for some reason you're going to need to, you have a AMS system, and you really want to use it for props. Go ahead, be my guest. Don't recommend. It's just wasting filament if you have a poop shoot. So yeah, please scale it down, or else it's not gonna work. Especially with these hexagons. That would be horrible. I'll show you the next thing I have done that was somewhat difficult. Okay, so now this really sucked. I hated slicing this. It's in 3 different beds, because it's too big. It's even scaled down to 85. I have it scaled down to 80, and it's still too big. Axel, what are you doing? I'll let him out in a little bit. These, you're gonna have to slice no matter what. No matter what you do, you're never gonna get it to fit on a P1P. And you're still gonna need supports right about, I would say right about here somewhere. And then this is the butt plate. It's gonna need supports there, and need a few supports on, right here. This one really sucked. Scale it down to 80. Just try that. That's what I'm doing. I'm a pretty small person, so probably have to scale it down more, which will make it so much easier to print and save filament. But, yeah, that was the butt plate. That one really sucked. If you're using a P1P to print it, please don't try and fit it. No matter what you're gonna do, it's not gonna fit. Stop trying. It's not gonna fit. You have to slice it. You have to. Alright, we're moving on. Okay, so this is the thigh, the main thigh. I think it's the right one. This one also really sucked to print. I'm gonna need a lot of supports right about there. Need a lot of supports there. I swear, no one questioned my setup here. It's all I have. MacBook, TV, Xbox, keyboard, mouse. Please don't. This is all I have. This one also sucked because I was trying to fit the entire thing on there. I spent like 3 hours until I realized I'm slicing this no matter what I do. Yeah, that was great 3 hours. Yeah, just try and avoid as much texture as possible, because you're gonna have to weld this together no matter what you do. And if you got like in the texture, or if you got in a place that has a lot of texture or something, like if you did here, got it right in there somewhere, that's gonna be great for welding. It's just not gonna look as great. You're gonna have to sand it down a lot more. So just try and like avoid those places as much as you can. And if you can't, have fun sanding. Let me know how it is. You're probably using an A1 Mini or something. Please don't use an A1 Mini for printing stuff like this. That would suck. But, yep, that's the thigh. Now, this one was pretty gosh darn easy. All I had to do was slap it on. But here's the thing. I have no clue how that's gonna fit. Because, if we look up here, maybe, no, please don't. There we go. If we look on the, where's the shoe piece? What file did I put that on? No, don't eject that. Technical difficulties. Launch with Bamboo Studio. Alright, we got it. I have no clue how that's gonna fit with this. I'm pretty sure it's like the front place here. There is an option to, print the entire shoe without having to, put a shoe in there and, like, have it be kind of just like a plate over it. That'd be really uncomfortable, because your socks and your feet are just gonna be resting on plastic, unless you're printing, like, TPU or something for the bottom. Not gonna be great at all. Either way, TPU still kind of sucks. To put stuff like this for printing shoes for some reason. Yeah, don't print the entire shoe. Just print the plate over it and then have a shoe in there. It's gonna work so much better. I have no clue how that one piece is gonna fit on here, but it is. So, yeah, that's gonna be great. Hello. Dear sir. So yeah, that's gonna be part 1 for today. If you're following this journey, if you want to print it with me on a P1P, be my guest. If you're great at slicing, give me some tips in the comments, please. And also, please, in the comments below, do not tell me how you can just print it in, like, this many hours, or you're stupid if you're doing it in that amount of hours. Shut up. Just print it. No one cares. If you just are giving me advice, go ahead. And I just realized something. This thing has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it's running all of that so well. Okay, it's not dying. How is this thing running with 8 gigabytes of RAM? It's going great, but either way, I'll see you for part 2.